Hello, everybody. How you all doing today? Hope you're having a good evening so far. And yes, I'm going to be doing another movie review. I know it's repetitive, but at least it's a way for me to make note of the movies I've seen and I haven't seen. So even I could even mention a movie I've seen, and there might be a sequel to a movie I haven't seen yet that I didn't know about. So it's kind of a good way to keep note on it. And I'm going to be talking about a movie which kind of disappointed me because I had high hopes for this movie. It's another found footage movie, my favorite. No matter people might think found footage movies are dull, it really isn't. It creates more scares because you've got a video camera and it shakes and it glitches. It's kind of got a creepy aura to it, and I love that. It's much more different than watching the average horror. You know, the average horror does have good quality, obviously, because it's no camera, but it's just that it's more graphics, more involved. Video camera, they make it look actually quite easy to do these graphics. Actually, it's a different way for them to do something. And this movie is called Ratter, Ratter. In this case, you didn't know quite get that. So, and this movie, I really had hopes because I thought it was gonna be a jump scary type found footage, which I think I did read it somewhere, unless I must have typed in poor horror movies and that came up. This movie was sort of like it's one of those disappointing movies where at least I can say that if they had more, it would have been better. And the acting was okay. The acting wasn't. They didn't have to work hard for the acting. It's just that sort of movie where you know they needed a bit more, and it was a bit disappointing. And I would say this movie is bang average for how it looks. It's basically about this woman that's I think I don't think she's live streaming. I think she's recording. I don't know. I'm getting a bit confused by that because I just found footage movies they just mostly record. I think yeah, Dash Camera was live streamed by that woman. It wasn't actual live stream, it was just in the movie. So don't be going on TikTok and try and look for look for her because it's just a movie. So it's kind of weird because nothing really much happened. They didn't really that she was getting stalked by something. Somebody was hacking her email and whatnot and deleting messages and calls and stuff like that. But there was kind of a weird aura to it. It kind of creeped me out a little bit with how she was getting stalked and the glitchiness on camera. It was kind of freaking me out a bit. So it had that involved. So I can't really say it's a really bad movie. It can make someone uncomfortable, but it wasn't just enough for a found footage movie. And I'm not just a horror movie buff. I'm a found footage horror buff. So if you want to ask me about found footage movies, I'm your man right here. I haven't seen every single found footage movie, obviously, but I will search them up now. I will search them up after this video and see what other movies I can find. But this movie was I don't know how to describe it really. It's quite disappointing. They didn't show much of the stalker that was stalking. They only had one scene where she was walking back home, and there was someone following her. That was the only scene where we get to see him and her. Could be a woman, but we did get to see the stalker at the end where she was getting kind of like attacked, and you could say that was the best part of the movie. But the movie only kicked on at that point at the end, and it happened nearly at the end. It's a few minutes before the Empire where he was trying to, you know, try to like, stop her from fighting back and stuff like that. It was kind of a never movie, but it just didn't have enough for me. And if the producers and directors are watching this video, which I doubt because not many people watch my videos, I'm just keeping note of it so all of you can see it. If they did watch my videos, just I'm gonna be able to tell them, you know what, you could have added a bit more. You could have added a bit more of the stalker. You could have added a bit more of the stalker talking. I think there's only one scene where the stalker was talking. It wasn't a bad movie. You could say it's a bit bland, but the acting wasn't bad. And I got to say, for disappointing horror movie, the acting was kind of okay. So it wasn't exaggerated acting. It was actually kind of good acting. To be fair, it was all right. So give this movie a rating. Now it's difficult because I know this is average. I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 10, and it does deserve an average score. I don't think it's higher than average. An average is not that good. It's average. Right? They could have had more in the movie, and it was kind of like it was freaky a little bit too. I don't know how to describe it. I've seen a lot of found footage movies in my time, and I tell you one thing: I've seen the really bad ones where the acting has been atrocious. There was one I was watching. I don't know if I did a video, but it was called Abnormal Activity. That movie was terrible. People give Paranormal Activity a bad review. I've seen movies where they can't even act, where they can't even put good effects into it. this Abnormal Activity is the worst for it. They're trying to do a Paranormal Activity spoof. They were far from it. They were awful at that. So whoever made that is got to rethink it. Probably should take the movie down. So yeah, I'll give this Rat movie a 5 out of 10. Watch it for yourself if you want. I've got a lot more movies I have in mind. I'm thinking about watching Smile, but I couldn't watch it as the movie's updating. I don't know if I mentioned that in my previous videos. So I can't wait for that. That's new. That's just come out and released. So I do have a TV show that I'm watching that I've been in the middle of, which is Altered Carbon. I wasn't gonna mention that show right now, but it is my next TV show review, because it's a series basically. Only I think it's only one season, so I will get back on that. And if you do happen to like my videos, well, if you happen to like this video, please give it a thumbs up, comment below, share with everyone you know, and subscribe and hit the bell notification below. And I will see you in my next video.